Hi everybody, this is Tina.
And I'm Jamelle, McKenzie.
We're just sitting in my backyard and I had some questions for Jamelle and we're going to share it with you. So, first of all, you're in the middle of a campaign to become Ward 1's council person. Yep.
Yay!
What prompted you to make that decision?
Oh, that's a good question. After working in the community, serving the residents of our city, and even my connection on VITA, because that was giving me some information about some of the deeper things within the government of our city, I started realizing that I could make an even greater impact if I was on council. And I was also concerned about the fact that I knew that our council person was retiring, and I know how important it is for us as Ward 1 residents to have proper representation. So I wanted to make sure that we had that proper representation, somebody that's going to study, somebody that was understood what we were going through in our city, and then had that knowledge of just governmental things that are going on in College Park behind the scenes.
That's fantastic, and I know that will bring a lot to Ward 1. Absolutely. As you go door to door and you're in this campaign, what has been your biggest surprise and what has been your biggest disappointment?
My biggest surprise really has just been I always felt like we had a hospitality city and friendly people, but just the neighbors, just the people that I've been getting to meet. I thought I knew a lot of people, but I'm realizing there's a lot that I don't know. And so just the surprise of just how open we are as a community, and friendly, and just going through visiting different homes and just the beautiful homes. The hospitality has been, I guess maybe it's a confirmation more than a surprise, but I was really happy for that. My biggest disappointment has been, I guess, within election season, there's a lot of people that I have worked with and have worked for me. And I guess with politics, there's been a lot of slander, a lot of untrue things that have been being said about me by people who I really felt cared about me. So the biggest disappointment has been seeing how politics can split a community. And when it comes to, I guess elections, that you'll see a different side of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Very true. Very true. I know we've gone door to door a lot. You've been really out there going door to door, meeting our neighbors. What has been one encounter that really has impacted you, if there is one?
There have been a lot, but the one that comes to my mind right now is, I think you were actually with me, and we went to the gentleman's house, and he was kind of a little, standoffish. He knew my name, and he said, "I've got a question for you. What would you have done with the water crisis?" And I was like, well, I was on the television. I was working to try to get information. He said, "Oh, that's right. I saw you."
Remember?
And then it was it. He said, "That's it. You got my vote." It was just like hands down. It was like we just said the magic word.
Water.
Water. But, it was just, it was great feeling to see that, me just doing what I felt what I should do as a community servant, how that made so much of an impact on the community. And I want to do more.
That's great.
I
have to say, I've heard that a lot.
Okay.
When I go, even without you,
Okay.
People tell me wonderful things that they've heard about you or they're realized about you, right? Either whether it's through Ignite or just meeting you. So that's been exciting. Going back to door, and you have met a lot of residents. What are the two top concerns that you have heard about? And then I'll take it to the next step. How do you solve it?
Okay, the two top concerns that I've heard have been safety. People are really concerned about, not necessarily that they're fearing for their lives, it's the streets, it's the speed bumps. It's either there's too many, not enough, and just the driving, persons driving through their neighborhood. So that's been a really, really strong concern. The other piece has been recycling. That has come up over and over and over again. And what I'm finding is that people really want to have some type of recycling program that goes beyond us having the recycling center. They want to be able to have that curbside pickup, or we have got to No, I really think it's curbside pickup. There have been some concerns about the labeling in our recycling centers, but we only have 2. For 13,800 people, we only have 2 recycling centers in College Park. And if you get there on the wrong day, they're going to be full. So, and then having to bring that recycling from their home, it would just be so much more convenient if we could have at least a recycling once a week, maybe even twice a month.
Wow, that'd be awesome.
To the curb.
Yeah.
Come to the curb.
Absolutely.
So I will
Absolutely.
be, and actually I started researching it already, and I see how that can be funded, not with city money.
Fantastic.
That's
That's
right.
exciting. I'm excited about that. I know that your relationship with Christ is just paramount. We pray together. Our team prays together. Tell me how your relationship has brought you to this process of running, and how is it getting you through it?
Well, I'm one of those Christians that prayed that prayer, Christ, make me more like you. Like I want to be
Amen.
more like him. And I think he's answering it. Not that I'm not saying I'm Jesus, but I'm saying that the concerns that Jesus had. I think my relationship with Christ, as I've gotten closer to him, I see the Christ of the community. I see the Christ that fed the multitudes. I see the Christ that was that healer, that was that saw solutions and brought solutions to people. The Christ that brought us hope. So my relationship with Christ has really led me to go deeper into community, and also to know that he approves of what I'm doing. I prayed about this, so and I pray about a whole bunch of stuff. I won't lie and say I pray about everything, because there's some things I probably should pray about. But just realizing and this campaign has brought me closer to him, because you've had to forgive. You've had to make sure that you're going high even though people are going low. You have to just make sure that you keep your heart pure. So I've done a lot of praying, and we've stepped it up in terms of our prayer teams, and so that's it. So I just believe that if Christ were here now, he would be doing something very similar to this.
That's great. Awesome. Well, I thank you for those answers and just for taking the time. And we'll do this again really soon, because people need to know.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.